What up guys, Reality here. I'm going to discuss Call of Duty 7 today, but before I get into that, I just want to give a little shout out to the guy that made my intro. Dugan got blocked. His link is on the screen and also in the description, but go check him out after you listen to this because this is very important. He also makes other videos too, so go check him out. He's really cool. First thing, what I wanted to say is I'm going to bring up some topics that not many people have really addressed, or they have addressed but not in the certain angle that I'm looking at. And basically I have some suggestions to the whole Treyarch Call of Duty 7 making, and like some of the mechanics that I'd like to see implemented in Call of Duty 7. If it's not too late, hopefully they'll see this video and you know, take at least one thing out of it. So let me just start here with kill streaks. I definitely like kill streaks the way they came out in Modern Warfare 2, the whole different levels of kill streaks, along with the variety and customizable ability of them. What I want to see though is, because I experienced certain problems in like search and destroy, where say if I had UAV, counter UAV, and predator missile, so I'd have my 3, 4, 5. Now say if I got 3, 4, 5 in search and destroy right in one round, and say I wanted to use my UAV in the next round for whatever reason, but I had to use my predator and my counter UAV before I got back to that UAV. What I want to see is kind of like it mapped out on the D-pad, unless they're doing something else with the D-pad, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar to Modern Warfare 2. So the D-pad is going to be virtually useless. So rather than do that, make it useful. What I want to see is, I want to see, say, your first kill streak mapped out to the left D-pad. I want to see your next kill streak mapped up to like the up D-pad, and then your last kill streak mapped to the right D-pad. Of course, if there is only 3 kill streaks, knowing what can happen, you know, there could be 5 kill streaks in a row or whatever. But whatever the case is, that's what I would like to see, a different mapping, or maybe a selection menu. Maybe you can hold down a button and choose like a different kill streak, whatever you've built up, because you know, that kind of sucks when I have to waste a predator and waste a counter UAV to just get to a regular UAV to be able to use it in a round, and I could have used that predator and that counter UAV more strategically than, you know, whatever the case was. Also, you know, that goes for the higher kill streaks as well. So you know, that would be something cool. As long as, and also with that, keeping the customizable kill streaks, definitely very good idea to have those. But I want to see more of a variety. As far as Modern Warfare 2, of course they had 3 kills for the UAV, and then they had 2 kill streaks for 4. I want to see at least 2 kill streaks for each level, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however high it goes up to. I want to see at least 2 kill streaks for each level. Rather than just 1 and then maybe like 2 after that and then 1. I want to see different variety of it, because that way you won't see all the same stuff, because most of the time you would have seen UAV, counter UAV, predator missile, or you'll see predator missile, Harrier, or chopper gunner, or you'll see Harrier, chopper gunner, nuke. Most of the time those were the kill streaks that were most used. I want to see more useful ones and a better selection to choose from. With that, also with kill streaks, I want to see them mapped to your custom classes. Basically, when, say if you were in a domination game and you chose a Russian class in the beginning, and you had UAV, counter UAV, and predator missile on, and of course you would have those on because you're running and gunning, and you don't really expect to get high kill streaks. So, you know, say if the situation turned out and said, you know what, you don't need the Russian class, you need to go with more of a, you know, sniper class, let's say. I want to have certain kill streaks mapped to each class, so that way if I change to a sniping class, and I know that I could get 5 kill streaks and then go up to 7 kill streaks and then the 9th kill streak, say if it was in Modern Warfare 2, I'd easily be able to just switch to my sniper class and already be set up that way. So if I get my next 5 kills, I get a predator rather than getting a UAV and counter UAV. I think that would be more tactical to put into the game. I think it would provide more strategy for people, because it would add a whole nother layer on top of it. You know, it might get a little confusing for some people, but I think that would overall provide a better strategic game for a lot of people, and I think it would be a nice little thing to incorporate, since Modern Warfare 2 introduced the whole customizable kill streaks. You know, they took that step forward, and I think Treyarch would need to take the step forward of being able to map those customizable kill streaks to your custom classes. Next is, I would like to see a ability to, either in CTF or Search and Destroy or any objective game where there's only one objective point, to be able to drop the objective or pick it up whenever. Basically, like, take Halo for instance. In CTF, you were able to pick up the flag and then drop it if need be. I want to see the same kind of thing implemented in Modern Warfare, or not Modern Warfare, but Call of Duty 7, where you can pick up the flag if you're in the spot where you need to pick up the flag or the bomb and search and destroy, and run it. And then if a runner came up that was actually using a class that could run faster than you could drop it so he could pick it up and run it the rest of the way. I think that would be very strategical and a nice little thing to implement, because sometimes I'll find myself going over to a CTF spot and I'll pick up the flag just because the enemy team is dead, but I'll have like an LMG in my hands, and that would make no sense for me to be able to run the bomb because I'll most likely get killed. But if I could drop it for somebody that's running an SMG, they could run it the rest of the way, and that would be a lot better. So that's something that I would definitely like to see implemented, both on Search and Destroy and CTF and any other objective game where there's only one objective point. I want to touch on the perks. The perks I thought were very good to bring in a pro version. I thought that added a whole nother element to it. Some of the perks, as you guys know, had a lot of bullshit involved with them, but for the most part, everything was well balanced, I felt. And I just think if they implemented the pro in Call of Duty 7, it would make it very good. And just add more perks. Add a few more. I would say at least 10 perks for each class or each tier. I think would be really good. If there was 10 different perks, that's a lot of different combinations that you can have. So it would be interesting to see that, because mostly in Modern Warfare 2 you see Marathon Lightweight Ninja or Marathon Lightweight Commando, or Scavenger Stopping Power Ninja, or Scavenger Stopping Power Steady Aim, that kind of stuff. And if you brought out like 10 different perks, I think there would be a lot more variety for people to choose. I think that would be very good. Next thing is the whole host thing. I found myself having trouble going into Ground War, mainly because it gives me host about 90% of the time, and about 90% of the time I can't host the game even though it gives me host. I'll get host, we'll get started about 30 seconds into it, it'll kick me out because my internet connection might have been really good at the start of the game, but it'll just not be able to support the 18 people that are in Ground War. So what I would like to see is either a better host picker, or a ability to opt out for host, because I would prefer to just be able to check something in my settings that says I don't want host, so that way I know I can go into Ground War and never have to worry about getting host, and I can at least play, and not have to worry about lagging out of the game. Or with host migration, fix it so that way the person that has host and it gets migrated off of doesn't get kicked out of the game. Just have it switch to a new host. I would have it do that. I don't know if there's any way to do that, but if there is, I'd like to see that implemented. And a lot of people are saying no death streaks. I completely agree with that. And I've been playing a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've played World at War for a few days and Call of Duty 4, and I've been kind of getting different stuff of each game that I want to see. And one is decapitation, or being able to destroy limbs or stuff on people's bodies when you kill them. I think that's really cool when you see somebody, like, their leg go all over the place or whatever when you kill them. I think that's pretty cool. I like to see that incorporated. Okay, and last thing that I want to see incorporated is melee. Now what I want to see is when you melee somebody with the same button layouts that they have right now, basically it would, instead of pulling out like a knife and just slicing somebody, I want to see it be a melee with your gun. I want you to pick up your gun, hit them with the butt of it, whatever it is. If it's a pistol, you swing your fist at them or whatever it is, and that would take 2 hits to kill somebody, with a very slow amount of time where you can swing again. So I want to see some kind of delay, and I don't want you to be able to fire directly after you melee him. I want there to be some kind of delay, because in a warfare situation in real life, you would not see somebody running at somebody with a knife or a gun or something and just trying to hit them with it. They would obviously be shooting, and if the opposite person was shooting at that person while they were running at them, they would obviously die. And in Modern Warfare 2, a lot of the times you can get a few shots into the guy, he still doesn't die, and he winds up knifing you and killing you. So do it that way, where the melee is like that, and then have a special kind of side thing where knifing would either be mapped to a equipment slot, an attachment for your gun, kind of like the bayonet, or even one better that I thought of, map it to the down D-pad. Basically what it would do is you would push the down D-pad, your character would holster his weapon, take out the knife, and then you would be holding a knife, and you would be able to slice somebody with the knife. That would, of course, be a one-shot kill with the knife, but the range would be very limited. On the regular melee, your range would be a lot more because obviously you would have a gun, but your knife would be very short, very little bit amount of range in between. I would probably increase the melee speed with the knife a little bit more than the regular melee because it is a knife and you're not swinging around a big gun. But you know, that's all up to the designers and everything. But that's something that I would like to see incorporated. So if you guys agree with anything that was mentioned here, write in the comments below if you like any of the ideas, if you disagree with them, if you have your own ideas that you think should be implemented, and please like this video. If you like this video at any other my other videos, I really hope it's this one, because if Treyarch sees this, it might help us out and get Call of Duty 7 improved for our gameplay and everything. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.